Okay, so once again, public hospitals are too lean. It's talking about San Francisco in general, and here's my comment. DPH is an unaccountable, inhumane agency. Jason Grant Garza here. Is this the same San Francisco Department of Public Health that denied me health care, proper follow-up, access, and accommodation to file a complaint and follow up? Here is the video where DPH produced a fraudulent, bogus restraining order against me. Now, all these are at YouTube under Jason Garza. So I tell that video, or the same DPH whose doctor promised help in medical care on 6/24. The video is there and failed. And again, upon my constant follow-up, 8/11, the video is listed there, and he's still not scheduled an appointment for care. And is this with a doctor involved? This DPH could screw up a wet dream, not a cat, move on to the next victim, and then have the nerve to tell you they care. What a farce. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid and watch the videos in YouTube under Jason Garza to continue to see the inhumanity. The videos are here to see. It's Jason Grant Garza, posted August 12th at 3:18 p.m. So the reason they're closing down the comments is because, for years that I've been posting, there's been trolls and spammers out there who have just basically, tried to divert from the truth, ridicule me and everything else, and, do to me what they did basically to Robin Williams' daughter. But, I've endured it for years and responded back. Unfortunately, I've kept screenshots of the entire thing, and I've sat back and watched how the San Francisco Bay Guardian has done absolutely nothing about it. Anyway, let me continue. So the next comment is, indeed, I thought you'd finally kill yourself, Jason. Suicide is the rage all these days. Join in on the fun. Or are you just a coward in addition to being insane? Posted by guest at 4:17 on August 12th. So my comment back was, Robin Williams is dead, and the trolls here at SFBG. Jason Grant Garza, yes, thank you for your compassion and humanity. Not. However, do not worry, as I will continue. I am writing this post to inform others that Robin Williams died recently, and had he complained on this forum, as I have in the past repeatedly, in order to bring forward the issues that I'm posting about, no medical law enforcement, Laura's Law, a ruse, or denial of emergency services, he would have received the same. What is crystal clear is that no one cares, and the comments spewed with hatred and inhumanity are the common tactic to divert. My congratulations go to guest, who continues to prove, since there is no consequence, that the illusion of compassion goes on. Oh, and if you look at my YouTube videos recently on 8/11/14, I got vindication that I was correct, and SFGH and DPH had violated HIPAA law by denying me medical records per incorrect law interpretation, and I still have not been informed by either SFPD or the sheriff where to press charges to have them prosecuted. And I show where the YouTube video is where I was told that. As far as me, trying to follow up with them and still not receiving any information. Again, to guests, thank you for the opportunity to respond to your form of kindness. Apparently, your kind of inhumanity is all the rage nowadays. Again, congratulations, and I, once again. All right, so someone else posts, something else, but then, I respond and say, wow, Twitter is staying against trolls and haters, why not SFBG? Could that be the reason that they're now removing all the comments? I don't know, but it's an awfully good question to ask. Jason Grant Garza here. Wow, Twitter is staying against trolls and haters over Robin Williams' death and what his daughter had to endure. Amazingly enough, I have been subjected to the same repeatedly, because most do not want to hear the truth, but rather believe the lies. I have kept screen copies of the prior posts on this forum with the courage and integrity to use my name and been attacked ad nauseum. However, what is even more strange is I have an article written in the San Francisco Bay Guardian regarding what I have been posting about denial of medical care, no medical law enforcement, rigged procedure, and I show, where the article is, that crazy article that I showed you. published in 2007. And the same is continuing. However, SFBG has not contacted me to follow up or a new article showing how things have not changed. Here is where DPH committed criminal fraud with a bogus fake restraining order. The YouTube video, and here's a video where he denied emergency services at San Francisco General. And here is the video where I am told I will receive care, and I'm still awaiting. There was 2 of them. So I believe that denial of medical care, no medical law enforcement versus Laura's law, in a prior article in SFBG would at least interest the staff at SFBG to follow up. What about a signed confession from the city for breaking federal emergency law? Well, for that one, you can go to my own private Guantanamo.com and you'll see it there. Instead, I am left at the mercy of inhumane trolls and haters, as was Mrs. Williams. Too bad I wasn't famous enough for a conversation to start. Maybe the staff at SFBG will take notice and contact me, as I have videos, documentation, and a prior article confirming. Shall we see? Well, you know, I would like to bet you they will not contact me. You know, they'll just simply disband the comment section. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so that's one. Let's look at the other one. All right, so here's an article in the SFBG, which I commented was Oakland's moment of silence for Ferguson's buzz by a police helicopter, and this was written on 8/14/14 by Mr. Rodriguez. Okay, so now let's look at the comment section. And what had happened there was that, you know, some troll decided to, you know, impersonate me. CHP, the ones that ignored my complaints. Jason Grant Garza here. I have 2 years that I wrote a complaint to the CHP about being held in inhumane conditions and denied treatment by the fascist at SFGH. They have so far ignored me. This is the CPH we're supposed to fear. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid, taste the inhumanity, and smell the lies. And somebody posted as me. So I wrote back and said, the highest form of flattery, cheap imitation. Jason Grant Garza here to the false poster. Thank you for your flattery of trying to imitate me. However, my posts have been accurate in my attempt, and this attempt only serves as further illustration that I must be getting close to home. Those on this forum know of my complaints with backup on YouTube. Keep watching the videos on YouTube. By the way, it's easy to verify. We can ask SFBG for the posted entry since it has an email address, and I always fill mine out. Next time, sign as guest or use your real name. I mean, how desperate must you be? Why not move on to Mrs. Williams, Robin's daughter, to further disseminate your vitriol and hatred? So, you know, the same jerk basically writes again. JGG compares himself to Robin Williams. The major difference being Jason hasn't had the courage to end it all yet. Wow, that really says a lot, doesn't it? Instead, treating us to a daily barrage of craziness. Hopefully he'll get inspired soon. Posted by, you know, the fake me. So, did SFBG have a reason to pull it down? Yes. Could they have done something differently, like, you know, tied the email addresses, you know, which they have on their posting entries to ensure that, you know, people don't get away with this kind of stuff? Yes. Has this been going on for a long time, maybe even years now? Yes. Do I have a prior article from SFBG regarding the insanity that I've been put through and I'm still being put through when it comes to denial of medical care and no medical law enforcement? Yes. Has SFBG contacted me or followed up with any of these things because they have such a high interest in, you know, making sure things are as they seem, you know, journalism in its highest form, and, you know, of everything to ensure that people get what they need? That would be a hell no. So let's just continue to show what is, what's not, and ask yourself, will SFBG contact me with everything I have so that they can make an article about, you know, the denial of emergency services, the denial of medical care, no medical law enforcement, the false, fake restraining order, Basically, you know, what I'm going through is what the vets went through the Veterans Administration. You know, when all the administrators and bureaucrats and everybody else are complicit players, well, what chance in hell does anyone have? Anyway, thank you. Just continuing to point out the truth. Hope you enjoy it. Continue to watch as I will continue to post.